For decades, the big city was the ultimate dream, right? But what if that dream is starting to fade? Today, we are digging into the data behind a huge shift happening in work and life all across Asia. It's being called the Great Urban Exodus. And it makes you wonder, is it time we all rethink where we live, where we work, and where we build our futures? So let's just start with a number that could completely change your financial future. I want you to imagine seeing this on your monthly budget, minus 57.6%. Just keep that figure in your head because it represents this massive opportunity to totally transform your savings. Because, that number, negative 57.6%, that's the actual cost difference between living in a major hub like Singapore and the Malaysian city of Ipoh. Now, this isn't some fantasy. For a growing number of professionals all over Asia, making a move that literally slashes their expenses in half is becoming a very real and honestly, a very smart strategy. Okay, so first, let's break down the problem that's driving this whole exodus. It's what we're calling the Great Urban Squeeze. It's this intense, almost suffocating financial pressure that comes with living in Asia's top cities. Yeah, the dream came with a really hefty price tag.
Just look at this comparison over in India. To live a decent life as a single person in Mumbai, you're probably looking at up to 60,000 rupees a month. But hey, just a few hours away in Pune, that cost can be cut by almost half. You're getting an amazing quality of life for a fraction of the price.
And here it is. Here's the main culprit. Across Asia's biggest metro cities, housing isn't just another expense. It's a financial black hole. It can swallow 30, even 40% of your income before you've even paid for groceries or a train ticket. It's just unsustainable. Now, this is where it gets really interesting when you get specific. Just look at how dramatic these savings are. Comparing Singapore to Ipoh, check out these numbers. Childcare costs drop by almost 88%. A one-bedroom apartment downtown, nearly 89% cheaper. And for families, a private preschool that would totally drain your bank account in Singapore is over 90% less in Ipoh. I mean, this is absolutely life-changing math. So, okay, the pressure to leave is obviously immense. But what's actually making it possible? Well, the answer lies in a revolution that has completely changed our relationship with the office. A huge catalyst for this is the tech industry's global pivot. As Kevin Gao, the CEO of Fuku.ai, points out, the rise of AI and automation is completely recalibrating the job market. This shift doesn't just change what jobs are in demand, but, and this is crucial, where they can be done. Your value is no longer changed to a specific desk in a specific high-rise building. And this just brilliantly illustrates the new reality we're in. Cities are now competing on a whole new metric. How friendly are you to remote professionals? Kuala Lumpur has literally rocketed up the rankings to 22nd in the world, while a traditional hub like Singapore is way down at 78th. You can see it right there. The old guard is being challenged. This whole remote revolution has basically cleared the stage for a new cast of star cities to emerge. We're talking about the underdogs, the challengers, the smart choices for a whole new generation of workers. What we're seeing is a classic David versus Goliath story playing out in real time. The giants, like Singapore and Mumbai, they offer status, but at a super high cost. But the challengers, cities like Ipoh and Pune, they're winning on a totally different metric, high value for smart cost. They're proving that a great life doesn't have to come with a giant price tag. But here's the billion-dollar question, right? It's great that these cities are affordable, but can they actually support the demands of modern remote work? I mean, are they truly ready for this new wave of digital nomads? And the answer is a resounding yes. The on-the-ground infrastructure is already there. You just have to look. Take Incubator for You in Ipoh. This isn't some makeshift cafe with spotty Wi-Fi. It's a professional co-working space with unlimited high-speed internet, proper meeting rooms, and affordable desks. This is the new office. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Professionals like Thomas Mathis are already on the ground using these facilities and confirming that these cities are not just cheap, they are fully functional and totally ready for modern work. He even called it a lifesaver for him. That says it all. This isn't just a grassroots thing. In places like Pune, we're talking about massive strategic investment. And that brings us to a number that proves it, 1,100 crore rupees. So what is that massive figure? That is the amount of money being invested to upgrade Pune's power grid. Now, this isn't just about keeping the lights on. It's a clear, strategic signal that Pune is future-proofing itself to become a premier hub for the digital economy, making sure there's reliable power for its IT parks and all its remote workers. So, when you combine these much lower costs with a robust, rapidly improving infrastructure, you unlock what might just be the most powerful financial strategy of this decade. It's called lifestyle arbitrage, and financial advisors are talking about this more and more. It's this simple but brilliant idea of making your location your single greatest financial asset. Think about it. You earn a competitive salary, but you live somewhere your money goes twice or maybe even 3 times as far. And just look at where that money comes from. By making a strategic move like this, you're not just trimming a few percent off your budget, you are taking a sledgehammer to the biggest and most painful expenses in your life. Childcare, housing, even just going out to have fun. You actually get to live a richer life for less money. And let's be really clear about this. This isn't just about having more spending money today. According to analysts, lifestyle arbitrage can extend the life of your retirement fund by a decade. I mean, just think about that for a second. You're not just saving money, you are literally buying yourself years of financial freedom. So, at the end of the day, the trend is clear. The infrastructure is falling into place, and the financial rewards are just undeniable. The old rules that tied your entire career to a handful of expensive megacities, well, they've been broken. So the final question is really a personal one. What's your move?